might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. To the air right away is Brady. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down." They love being physical.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Brady. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. He's got Dulcich going across the formation. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Brady now to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Brady now on first down. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
13.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Great effort by Alex Singleton as he finishes that play off.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Ravens had 7-4 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Regular. Shadow.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
No, we changed it.
Now it's Jackson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Brady. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. That's dropped underneath to Nwangu. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll get this to Nwangu. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on...
He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where he needed to be.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Hey, check it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Rip. Easy.
Brady to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Broncos continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half and several different guys who picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got it. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And did the offense get it back? They did at the 1-yard line. Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it,
he's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. They go play action now. Jackson.
He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
Throw left side, going to be caught by Shenault.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Laviska Shenault.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The quarterback will keep it himself. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you'd run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Brady.
This will be caught. Judy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st down, Brady. Flush to his right.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A three-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no three-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quan Williams.
And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Brady. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Broncos send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. The man in motion is Brown.
No, we change it. And go.
4th down. Here's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
They find some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. That'll be caught right side. Shenault with it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They go play action with Jackson. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Tackle there by Michael Pierce.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he will have a Broncos first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Travis Jones makes a tackle. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Baltimore. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. On 2nd down, Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They'll give it to him again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Ravens take over first down again at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Here's Jackson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now that's dropped underneath to Nwangu. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
His 9th score on the ground this year and 13th overall.
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to...
And now off off to the races down the right side. And in for the Ravens touchdown. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
That's caught, and he's going to get into the end zone for 2, and they're back within 2 scores, down 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Alabama.
To throw, it's Brady. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
Charles, a lot of happy